Zercher squat today. I experimented a little bit unracking it from that's actually the first time this thing has been useful besides the floor press that I do on it. But I didn't like how it felt. It felt easier, unracking it and then squatting with it. And also, since I don't do the bottom-up squats like I used to, because I don't have a power cage anymore, or the concentric squat, if you will, I thought I should pay tribute to it. It's harder anyway, setting the bar from the floor. It's high enough. It's about 45 centimeters with the plates on it. The bar is about 45 centimeters from the floor. It's definitely easier to brace and shove yourself between the floor and the bar and then stand up with it. So let's get to it. What I realized trying that setup was that the mats were too close. I should have spread them out a little bit further so I could assume a wider stance because I cannot get under that bar. And look how low I have to get. That's pretty low. Next up is 100 kilograms. I'm trying to elevate it a little bit. I think I added another plate on top of that 25-pound plate. That was relatively easy. Yeah, that was good. That looked good. There you go. So here's attempting 120 kilograms. This one was particularly difficult to get under. I just kept resetting my feet, and I just wish I'd fixed the mats just a little bit, more spread apart. I wish they were just a bit further from each other. But that's okay. I mean, live and learn. Next time it'll be wider for sure. I definitely enjoyed doing a super low concentric squat, front squat, I guess, or Zercher. Here I'm just complaining that I can't fit. But I tried it again. I pulled the bar backwards, and I just shoved myself under there and stood up with it. Try to figure it out, I guess. There you go. That's a deep squat. I did 145 kilograms this winter. I think it was January or February. I have to run back and check out the videos. It's in my channel. I uploaded it. But 145 in the Smith machine, which is still higher than this. This is now at about 47 centimeters, so I can fit underneath the bar. If you cannot fit underneath the bar, all the weight's gonna go to your, lower and upper back. You can stay rigid, but it's in proper form, and I don't want to lift with improper form. I'd rather fail the lift and drop it and not attempt it than injure myself. I'm not interested in that at all. So I'm gonna have to do 140 kilograms now. 120 was heavy. I didn't think it would be so heavy, but there's no excuses. I'm gonna attempt this. I think I can do it. It might be very heavy, but I do want to break the Smith machine's personal record. In other words, if I can do 140, 145 here, that means I can do 160 there, 155, 160 kilograms. So let's get to it. And here it is, 3 plates per side. I trimmed that video. I mean, pretty much after 80, 100 kilograms, I would take at least one attempt to 2 attempts before I managed to set up properly under the bar. As you can see, I've already set another 25-pound plate on top of the other plates. It's a little bit higher, and it was just too heavy. There's no excuse. That was just too heavy for me today. I wasn't prepared. I got dizzy too. No, the reason I think I failed that 140 was because while I was setting up, I was trying to put my shins 90 degrees to the bar. This is the proper way to lift it. You want to stand up with it. You don't want to fall backwards. You definitely don't want to tilt forward with it. But the problem is, my stand was about here, I think, right? Now, the problem is here, I'm not thin enough to shove myself between my legs. So what was happening right here, I was setting up, and I was just totally not in a position to pull. Like whether I would just fall backwards, and the weights were free, so they were moving a lot. What I did in the end, and that's what got me, was I put my feet further back, maybe 3 inches, let's say 2 to 3 inches. What this does though now, as I'm leaning forward, see where my shin is. You know what that means? That means the weight is gonna go this way, not up. So as I set up here, it is easier for me to go down. But first of all, there's no tension down there. There's seriously no tension. And second, if I stand up with it, I'm gonna tilt forward. And I already got a little bit dizzy actually, going that low. So I think I might stick to these, or even the standing up. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna stick to these. This is, besides the fact that it's safer, I don't want the bar rolling off my hands and fucking things up in here. And this also allows me, because it's fixed, it allows me to go wider. Now, because I'm wider, I can stand closer to the bar. Why? Because I got more space. I can do this. It's just easier. Now, just out of curiosity, since I try to cover, all alternatives that I have, I'm gonna try this, which I also have never tried, so that's just put one plate on, because I can't really see my depth, like there's no way for me to check my depth here, so we're gonna film it. I'm gonna throw it in the video, but I just want to see how deep I'm going, because I just want this other than with free weights from a standing position. I don't know how low that is. I kind of rested my arms on my legs. Not really, I didn't rest them, but I could feel my legs, so I thought that's this is where I stop. I think it's 90 degrees to the ground, but we're gonna check it when we run it back, Discovering that this is actually more comfortable than the front squats over there, because they really busted my balls last time. I couldn't unhook it. It was annoying as fuck. So I'm gonna just do a couple of sets like this, get acquainted with it. I'm not, after what I've done, I'm exhausted, but I'm just gonna do one plate, like a couple of triples, maybe 4, and just experiment on the stance, because in this position right here, much like the front squat, I can't see shit. I don't know where my legs are. I mean, I can feel it, like this is shoulder width, I'm guessing, right? But being more of a back squat guy, I can always check what's going on. And I always do check what's going on before I start. Right here, I can't see anything. So, I have to go by feel. The last set was okay. I don't want to go too wide, because I'm trying to go as wide and as low. And this is gonna start, it's gonna cause my glutes to swell up, and I already have a piriformis situation going on after the hernia. They swell up for no reason sometimes, so I try to get my stance a little closer. So let's get to the second set. I'm starting to like this. I thought I was gonna hate it from the top, but it's pretty good. third and final set. I'm starting to get the hang of this. It's very like my forearms are sore. It's been, man, I don't know how long, 7 months since I did this, the last time. My bicep is not as bad as I thought it would be, but of course I don't supinate and flex, I just stay here. So it's easier on my bicep, but it's not easier on my forearms. And I'll show you what I did after we're done. I cheated a little bit, so I don't have all the stress, from bar to flesh. And let's see, last set. That was fun. No, I lied. It wasn't fun. It's crazy because the weight isn't that much. Of course, I've squatted and, like I've done a lot of pause squats. Last year I did a lot of those. I went up to like 400, maybe a little bit more. Paused at the bottom. So this isn't the struggle. The struggle is here. And I'm gonna show you now what I did in order to do this session. Wrist strap on it, there you go. And then I put the elbow sleeve on top of it. And that's what you get. Right here. Just the stuff that's folded, pressed against my arm. That's it. But that's not the painful part. They got pretty swollen, but that's okay. That's once in a while. I'm definitely gonna throw these in there more often. Condition my forearms. Right now I can't do anything. Well, it didn't go as good as I wanted. Of course, you're trying new things. I should have spread the mats apart a little bit more, just a foot distance. That would have been perfect. Of course, we learn as we go. That was the first time for this. Second time for the Smith machine, but I didn't go heavy. And that was another first time for this. I tried to cover everything because there's no point like doing 15-minute videos for every, variation of the Zercher squat. Since the Zercher squat by itself is a variation of the squat or the front squat, whatever. So, subscribe to the channel, click on the notifications button, and thanks for watching.